I'm surprised that has got racing pedals. You lose so much money on new vehicles. I quite like the colour. I ain't the tallest of people, but look at that. See what Mr. Clarkson's doing in the field today, Mr. Bit. I think I'll stick with my Citroen Relay. Welcome back, everybody. Who doesn't love a tranny? I love a tranny. I used to love a tranny until the prices went sky high and the vans got smaller. They look smaller, but on this particular model, they've lowered the floor on the inside. I'll show you in a minute. So this is a 2024 hybrid Transit Custom, £55,000. Who buys a van for £55,000? Vans are made for builders, anybody else in the trade. I'm in the trade. I got a double glazing business. This van's no good to me, it's too small. Couldn't get a set of French doors in the back. If a builder bought this van, he'd be too scared to park it on site. He'd always be looking at the door, making sure no one's scratched it, walked past. If you park on site, your van gets damaged. That's just the way it is. You'll park up and you'll put cones all around it. Scared anybody's gonna go nowhere near it. £55,000. The money is there. That's still just a van. The money's in the front now. I'll show you inside in a minute. It's gone a bit silly. Let's go in the back first. Look at the loading bay and see what we get in the back. They're all touch buttons now. There's no more of this yanking the door handles. There's a button there, or you put your hand on the inside, little button to release it. Same goes for this door. On most vans, we have a little latch here, don't we, that we open, but no, it's a little button, touch the button, and it opens. Let's measure to see what you're gonna get in here. So this particular van that I'm borrowing, I'll never buy one, has been racked out. You're all gonna rack them out, but there's just no space in here. Let's go from arch to arch, because they all come with the ply line. But the outside, right, the outside, from that corner to that corner, realistically, you're gonna get 1800s dead tight. So you're gonna get, you need to get it off the floor a bit, 1750 realistically. On that arch, ply line, up to there, 1750 will be 1700. You're gonna get 1700, nice, that's it. And the lengthwise, if you got a little cabin down there, which you can lift up and slide some posts in, but from the bulkhead, a bulkhead in the middle sticks out. From there to there, 2.4. So 17 by 2.4, I would say. Yeah, I've got extra lights in here. Brilliant. Height-wise, so let's just say you're gonna get something in here rather small. From there, wow, tight is 1280, so allow 1250. 55 grand, you say? I think I'll stick with my Citroen Relay. Let's have a quick look at the engine bay while we're here. Pull the old lever twice. Won't be a lot to look at, but we'll have a look. There you go, one big cover. So this is the 2.5 litre one. They're 232 brake. Now I was driving this earlier. When you put your foot down, there's not a lot of weight in the back. When you put your foot down, you're gonna get spinny spin. Just imagine you got some weight in the back, the bricks or anything you put in the back on a wet day. Just go careful. There you go. Let's go in the cab and see where this 55 grand's been spent, shall we? Come on. Just before we do go in the cab, let's take another look on the outside, because they're not bad looking vans, are they? I love the headlights. The grille could probably be a little bit better than just a big plastic thing like that. But that's where you charge it up. So Ford say you've never got to charge this up. You get about 30 miles on pure electric, but as you're driving along and the engine cuts in, obviously it recharges. So you should never ever have to plug that in. But Ford won't commit to saying that. But in the real world, that's true. So there you go. You should never have to use that. I do like all the lines on there. Lines are nice. It's just a shame it's so expensive. Wheels are nice. I had the old Transit Custom, and this is definitely a better looking one. But I'm gonna point a few things out to you, because I don't want you lot spending your money and not realising. Look at this. Look at this gap here. Oh, that's better. Look at that gap there. Look at that gap there. This has not been an accident. This is brand new. This is a 24 plate car, van, with a 25 plate body. It's only got 2,000 miles on the clock. And that is terrible. This van actually belongs to a good mate of mine, and he's sending it back. He is on his third van. He's rejected them because on this particular one as well, in there, you get all daylight coming in on the inside, and he had a red one before this, and when it rained, guess where the water went? All in the back. So if you do get one, just look at all the lines. You see, when he ordered this, it wasn't in there for him to look at. You go in, order a brand new van, they ship it over, get it in here, and it turns up, fingers crossed you get a good one. There's a pot luck, isn't it? Let's have a look on the inside. Got this little security feature now on these, because we all know how easy the old ones were to break into. This is where the 55 grand goes. So you've got a grab handle there, grab handle over there, three-seater. You've got a lot of all these lift up, and you've got storage underneath here. I'll do that with one hand. There you go, plenty of storage for your Coke. You've got glove box here, glove box there, coffee cup there, and a coffee cup over there. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where's the old, gear knob? That there is your gear knob. I do not like that, I must admit, not in a van. So the steering wheel is no longer round. They've reinvented the steering wheel, but I quite like that, to be honest. It's very comfortable. Let's turn it on. Oh, let's turn that down. So look, obviously you've got the big screens. Everyone's got big screens now. Heated seats, aircon, Apple CarPlay, and over here is your battery. How many miles are left? 2,000 miles on the clock. And there's your speedo. So when you want to put it in gear, you put your foot on the brake, and then this here, you shift down so it goes in drive. Look, and it says check tailgate open because it's not lined up properly. There's your handbrake. You've got to push that in to release the handbrake. And you've got different riding modes. You've got eco, sport. If you've got a bit of weight in the back, I'll just leave it in sport probably. But when I was driving this earlier, I washed the van off and I went to do the old window wipers. Indicators this side, you know what you're used to. Window wipers this side, done that and chucked it in neutral. So do be careful when you're driving that. Your actual window wipers are on a spinny thing there. I mean, if you had the van for a while, you probably will get used to it. I don't know. I think we should go for a drive and see how it handles. Big door pockets there for your drinks. That's the important one. Old cupboard Joe pocket. Bit of storage down there as well. There's a lot of storage on these, but they're just too complicated now. Keep it simple. Leave it manual, so you can use a clutch, have a manual, save some money. I think everybody is making them too complicated, honestly. All right, I'll set the camera up and we'll go for a drive. Oh, I do like sitting up high. It is nice to be up high. I can't deny it. It's a very comfortable van. As soon as you get in there, you can't beat an armrest, can you? Good old armrest. Right, so we start it up. Put your foot on the brake, push start. Obviously, the key's got to be in your pocket. It's a keyless system. So hit the start button. The engine doesn't start. Electricity's got it. Handbrake off. On a minute. Put it in drive with the stalk. Handbrake off. You've got to push that button in. On our iX1, as soon as you put it in gear and drive off, the handbrake comes off on its own. But on this, you've got to push it in. Right, we're off. Electric, quiet. I do like this steering wheel. Very comfortable steering wheel. Everything's heated, obviously. Heated seats, heated steering wheel. Probably got heated bloody headline in for 55 grand. Very quiet. I'll tell you when the engine cuts in. Let's see the window outside. Ready? Engine. Back off. Electric. So it's always swapping to and from. It does it itself. You haven't got to mess about with settings, which is, it can be good. I think if you're a courier and you're always stopping and starting on these little streets, getting out, jumping in, might work for you, and that'll probably be enough space in the back. But for the general builder, I don't think it's going to work for them. And the money. Did I mention it's 55 grand? Unbelievable. Right. The ride is quite firm. A lot of everything flashes at you. So this is equipped like a car's equipped. If you go 1 mile an hour over the speed limit, flash, flash, flash. If you go a bit to the right, the steering wheel starts shaking and pulls you back over. I'm sure you can turn it all off, but what a ball ache. Every time you get in, keep turning everything off. I don't like these new vehicles, I honestly don't. So the ride is very stiff. Kickdown's good on it. They're quick, they are quick. They're fast vans. They're a bit too fast, to be honest. You come flying down the road. Okay, like a whistle noise. It's not coming from the back, it's coming from the front. Probably something broke already. We'll ignore that. Get a bit of I think that's his racking in the back squeaking. So if you do hear a squeaking, after it's his racking moving. We took a few tools out, otherwise everything just bangs about. Let's do a start from stop. Woo! Ready? Foot down. Wheels are spinning on front. God, it revs high. God, it really does rev high. Feels like it doesn't want to change gear. Revs. Take your foot off the accelerator, then it changes gear. Now it's charging again. It's a funny old thing, these old vans. I think vans should be left alone. Give us a 6-speed manual with the clutch. What happened to saving the manual then? I think all new vans are going this way. Like I said earlier, that will catch you out. When it's raining, you're always going to put your wiper on, because that's what we're used to. And then you either shift it in neutral. I'm assuming you can't shift it in reverse when you're going along. There must be some sort of safety feature for that. I'm not going to try it. Christ, don't want to break it. But this van's going back to the dealer because of the problems on the back doors. I think he's on his 3rd van then. Terrible, isn't it? So if you are going to buy one, make sure you can physically see one, check it over before you order one, because you might get a bit disappointed. Further yet, try and go for a test drive. For the money they charge for these, they should have a few in stock. I know, everyone just died then. I know the dealer's got 3 in stock at the minute where I live in Swindon, and they are quite cheap. They didn't meet their targets, so they dropped the prices on the vans just to get them out the door. So you might better grab a bargain. Still be a lot of money probably though, probably 40 odd grand. See, my Citroen Relay, I did buy that brand new, but mine come everything all racked out, the side frail for the windows. I bought that back in 2021 and it cost me, including the VAT, 32 grand. Stop beeping. 32 grand for my van. That was a lot of money. I'd never spend more than that. I'm not going to buy no more new vehicles. I can't be bothered. Waste of money. You lose so much money on new vehicles. My van's got 30,000 miles on it now. If I sold that tomorrow, what'd I get? 12, 15 grand for it? You lose money. Imagine how much these would depreciate in the next 5 years. You pay 55 grand. You might get it for, you might sell it for, what do you reckon? High 20s? I know you can write it off against tax, but come on. buy a different van. All right, let's get back to the driving. Pickup is ridiculously quick. As soon as you put your foot down, everything's gonna flash at you. There's no getting away from that. You do feel every pothole, mind. My old custom wasn't as firm as this. Mine was quite, not soft, but it took the potholes better, let's say. Don't know, it's quite a stiff ride. I know the vans are stiffer, so you can put the weight in the back, but look, bouncing all over the place. But when you're sat in the front here, it's basically like being inside a car. You're in a car. This front bit here is a 3-seater car. Doesn't feel like you're in a van. You get in my van, you know you're in a van. It's a lot bigger than this as well, but this, it's a car, isn't it? Boom, boom. Doing 41 in a 40 and it's all flashing at me. I don't think Ford are going to sell many of these. That's why they're dropping the prices. One, look at the cost of living nowadays. Nobody's got any money spare these days. Who's got 55 grand to spend on a bloody van? What can I buy for 55 grand? I could go out and buy a nice Audi R8 as a toy and probably have a few grand spare for a cheap van. They do pull well, mind. You get up to the speed limit really quick. Really quick. The question is, all this tech's brilliant for you tech people, not for me. How long is it all going to last before something goes wrong? Let's say a part of that screen, something goes wrong with it. What's it going to cost to change that? Look at everything flashing. Well, you can't see it. But the lane getting too close to that bloody white line, so everything's flashing orange. Wake up, cabbage, get over. All right, thank you, sorry. So, there's probably 2 things I like about this van. The riding height, perfect riding height this is. You sit quite high in this. Oh, look at that. I ain't the tallest of people, but look at that. You sit up nice and high. You can see over the hedgerow. See what Mr. Clarkson's doing in the field today. Mr. Bit. The power. Look at that. I've left everyone behind. The power just goes. So I like the ride height and the power. That's all I like. Oh, look, little classic Mini there. Lovely little thing. So that's it. That's all I'm going to do on this van. Thought I'll give you, you builders that watch my channel, an insight of what a new Transit Custom is like. All I would say, just go look at one for yourself. Don't order one without seeing it, and get out and drive it. I think you'll be quite pleasantly surprised with a drive, because you can't lie, they bloody handle well on the corners as well. There's hardly any body roll. It's quite a stiff ride because it's firm, just sits there. Vans shouldn't do this. They shouldn't do this, honestly. They should plod along and that's it. Bloody squeak. I don't know if this is racking or not. It's coming from that corner just there. Must be his racking. So there you go. If you've got loads of spare cash, buy one. If money's a bit tight, get yourself a Citroen Relay. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this little video, you know what to do. And I'll catch you on the next one. Drive safe. Come on, you bag of nails. Let's go home.